Hello everyone, today we will study nutrition in amoeba. So what does the nutrition means? Nutrition means the process of taking in of food. Nutrition is a process. The process of taking in of food. As we know that food is present in the external environment. So from the external environment, when we take in food and that food inside the body is converted into the simpler substances. So the process of taking in of food and the conversion into the simpler substances, and after the simpler substances used by body is called the nutrition. So overall, what is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of taking in of food and conversion of that food into the simpler substances and then using of that food by the body. So we have to study nutrition in amoeba. What is amoeba? Amoeba is a unicellular organism. What is amoeba? It is a unicellular organism. The word uni means single and the cellular means cell. So what does we mean by unicellular? The single cell is able to perform all its function. The process of digestion, the process of respiration, the process of egestion, excretion, everything is performed by the single cell organism called amoeba. Next, the quality of amoeba is it feeds on microscopic organism. Feeds on microscopic organism means, what is the meaning of microscopic? Microscopic organisms are those organisms which are visible only under microscope. So amoeba feeds on the microscopic organism. Where these microscopic organisms are present? They are present in the surface. In the surface of water bodies. So in the surface of whatever water body, river or pond where amoeba stay, it eats the microscopic organism of that. These microscopic organisms can be plants or animals. If they are plants, they are called phytoplanktons, and if they are animals, they are called zooplankton. The third one is amoeba undergoes the holozoic nutrition. What is holozoic nutrition? In this process of nutrition, complex food is taken into the body. Complex food is taken in and it is converted into the simpler substances. Then the next process of actually what nutrition in amoeba, what is this process actually called in amoeba? It is known as phagocytosis. The meaning of phago means to engulf. The meaning of phago means to engulf, and the meaning of cytosis means by cell. So in this process of phagocytosis, which is a process of nutrition in amoeba, the amoeba uses its cell to engulf the food, whatever complex food is present in its environment, and then it converts inside its body into the simpler substance. This is what we call the holozoic. The mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic and the process is phagocytosis. Let us draw the amoeba. How exactly amoeba looks? Amoeba does not have any shape. It is an irregular shaped organism. It has nucleus in the middle. This is the nucleus. And the outer layer is called the cell wall. Here we are having the jelly-like fluid filled, which is called the cytoplasm. Amoeba is not having any division of organs, nothing. The vacuole is one more thing, vacuole is present, but vacuole when the process of digestion occurs, then only it comes. Otherwise, its body is made up of only these three parts: central nucleus and the cell wall and the jelly-like cytoplasm. So there are the 5 steps of the nutrition. The nutrition is completed in the 5 steps. Step number 1 is ingestion. Step 2 is digestion. Step 3 is absorption. Step 4 is assimilation. And step 5 is egestion. Let's see these all steps. The word ingestion means something we are taking inside our body. So taking the food in. Taking in of food is called ingestion. Now digestion. something we are digesting. So we are converting whatever food we have taken from external environment. It is in the complex form. So the complex food is converted into the simpler. That is called the digestion. Now third is absorption. So the food which is come to from the external environment into the internal is the complex one. By the process of digestion, we have converted into the simple one. Now the simple digested food is distributed to all parts of the body. This is called absorption. Now that food is distributed to all parts of the body. That food will be used up by the body. So the using of that food to produce the energy or to provide the energy to the body is assimilation. Assimilation is using of digested food. Now, if we are digesting the food, there might be some waste product also. So, the process of removal of waste product is called the egestion. Removal of waste product. So, let us quickly discuss these all things in more detail. So, this is the amoeba. Okay, we know that the amoeba has the nucleus and cytoplasm and cell. So, first process, that is process of taking in a food, ingestion. So, whenever amoeba comes across any food particle, this is the food particle. Whenever amoeba will come across the food particle, what amoeba will do? It will start forming some finger-like projection which is called pseudopodia. It will start forming the pseudopodia, which is a finger-like projection, and pseudopodia is also called the false feet. And the nucleus. So what will happen when the pseudopodia is formed? The food particle will start getting inside the body. Steps digestion. Digestion is the process of conversion of complex food into simple. See, the food which we have taken from the external environment is in the complex form, very complicated. So that complicated food is converted into the simple form that can be identified by our body. So this food has entered into the amoeba by the pseudopodia. Now this amoeba, what will happen? Here the vacuole will form. Okay. So this vacuole will act as a temporary stomach for the amoeba. So you know that in the stomach what happens? The food gets stored. So similarly, the food will get stored in the vacuole. Now here will be the nucleus as it is, and this will be the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm of the amoeba contains some digestive enzymes. What these are digestive enzymes will do? The enzymes are the proteins. There are certain kind of protein which can stimulate, or we can say which can make the chemical reaction go faster. So these digestive enzymes from the cytoplasm will start moving into the vacuole, and they will move into the vacuole and they will do the process of digestion, and by the process of digestion that complex substances will be converted into that form in which the body of amoeba can identify the molecules. Now next step is absorption. This step number 3. Absorption means the distribution of the food. So the food gets distributed in the body. As we know, the food is present inside the vacuole. The digestive enzyme has digested the food. Now what will happen? The food will start coming out from the vacuole. You know why the food comes out? See, here in the body of amoeba, the amount of food present will be very less in quantity, or either no food will be present. So, by the process of diffusion, what is diffusion? The movement of substance from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. That means, suppose the molecules which are present here are so many, and here maybe one or no, or one or two or no. So these molecules will start moving from the region of higher concentration where their amount is present more to a region of lower concentration where their amount is present less. Same thing happens. The food particles present inside the vacuole is so many particles. So these particles will start coming out into the body and will get distributed. So what will happen? in the absorption step, the vacuole will disappear and the food particles will get distributed in the body of the amoeba. That is assimilation. In this step, the absorbed food, whatever food is absorbed by the body of amoeba, is used. In what all things they are used? Suppose we are eating the food, so why do we eat food? We need energy. For what we need energy? For doing of our work, for the maintaining our body, for maintaining our tissues, and whatever there is any hurt or any worn out tissue, that tissue can be repaired. So it is used by the body. And for what all things? For repair, for growth, etc. So we will see that in this stage the size of amoeba gets little bit grown up. So there is the difference in the size of amoeba at the stage of assimilation. The last and the final step in the process of egestion is the removal of waste. As we know, the body has used the food. Now after using the food, there will be some waste particles. Some unwanted thing will also be present in the body. And this unwanted thing is very toxic for the body. Why toxic? It can cause some harmful effect in the body. So we have to immediately remove those things. So how we will remove those things from the body? What happens in this amoeba cell? The cell wall ruptures from anywhere, maybe here or here. From anywhere it can rupture. The cell wall will get break, and now what will happen? This particle will be thrown out of the body, and this will also be done by the process of diffusion only. As you know, in the environment, the waste particle will be present either zero or very less. So what will happen here? It is more. So from higher region to the lower region, it will start moving. So this much is there in the steps of the nutrition of amoeba. I hope you all have understood.